U.S. regulators on Friday authorized the first COVID-19 shots for infants and preschoolers, paving the way for vaccinations to begin next week. The Food and Drug Administration's action follows its advisory panel's unanimous recommendation for the shots from Moderna and Pfizer. That means U.S. kids under 5, roughly 18 million youngsters, are eligible for the shots. The nation's vaccination campaign began about 1.5 years ago with older adults, the hardest hit during the coronavirus pandemic. There's one step left. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends how to use vaccines. Its independent advisors began debating the 2-dose Moderna and the 3-dose Pfizer vaccines on Friday and will make its recommendation Saturday. A final sign-off is expected soon after from CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky. At a Senate hearing Thursday, Walensky said her staff was working over the Juneteenth federal holiday weekend because we understand the urgency of this for American parents. She said pediatric deaths from COVID-19 have been higher than what is generally seen from the flu each year. So The FDA also authorized Moderna's vaccines for school-aged children and teens. CDC's review is next week. Pfizer's shots had been the only option for those age groups. For weeks, the Biden administration has been preparing to roll out the vaccines for little kids, with states, tribes, community health centers and pharmacies pre-ordering millions of doses. With FDA's emergency use authorization, manufacturers can begin shipping vaccine across the country. The shots are expected to start early next week, but it's not clear how popular they will be. Without protection for their tots, some families had put off birthday parties, vacations and visits with grandparents. Today is a day of huge relief for parents and families across America, President Joe Biden said in a statement. While young children generally don't get as sick from COVID-19 as older kids and adults, their hospitalization surged during the Omicron wave and FDA's advisors determined that benefits from vaccination outweighed the minimal risks. Studies from Moderna and Pfizer showed side effects, including fever and fatigue, were mostly minor. As we have seen with older age groups, we expect that the vaccines for younger children will provide protection from the most severe outcomes of COVID-19, such as hospitalization and death, FDA company. In testing, the littlest children developed high levels of virus-fighting antibodies, comparable to what is seen in young adults, the FDA said. Moderna's vaccine was about 40% to 50% effective at preventing infections, but there were too few cases during Pfizer's study to give a reliable, exact estimate of effectiveness, the agency said.